Who knows it?
Well, now we know.
And knowing is half the battle. News with Joe!
I worked all night on that.
It's amazing anyone listens to us.
Or
Or listen.
First and last episode.
I worked all night on that. I was so and Sebi. Thanks to Sebi for the cartoon of Joe with a very thick beard.
Oh my god, that was horrible.
I added glasses in the other one. I guess you never got that one.
Oh no, I didn't get that one.
I regret this already.
All right.
Well,
you're gonna
Joe,
have to work another all-nighter to fix it then.
All right. Well, you got your intro back, Joe. So there you go. What do you got?
Thanks, pal.
You got it.
This Saturday is Batman Day. It's 85 years of Batman, and AMC is releasing Batman 89, The Mask of the Phantasm, and Batman Forever in theaters. I was thinking about going and catching Batman 89.
That sounds like fun.
I would go see that. Maybe I'll take my kids to go see that. They haven't seen that ever. Never mind in the theater. So
is it like cool. A triple header?
No, I think you got to do one of the three.
I'd go see Mask of the Phantasm. I like that movie.
That was a good one, too.
Movie. Have you seen the Popcorn Bucket?
Weird choice.
Batman,
is it a Batmobile?
No, it's
the
Bat Signal.
Yeah, very cool.
It's real cool. It's big and it lights up, and you get $10 worth of popcorn with it. It's $35. I was going to get it the day I went to Beetlejuice.
That's not too bad.
It's really not. I mean, you're going to spend what, $13-$14 on the popcorn.
But that's what I spent on the cup and the bucket for Transformers.
Uh-huh.
It was about $35.
That's a big bucket too. You get a lot more popcorn in that Transformers bucket than you do the Batman one.
Right.
It's a much smaller, but it's a cool thing. It's a display item, which is pretty neat.
Yep. So last week you guys talked about the Goonies sequel that's coming out.
Yes.
Did you hear now that cast members are coming out and debunking that movie?
Oh.
Yeah, but
how do you debunk that? There's a movie poster for it. It must be real.
They're saying no one's reached out to them to show up in the movie, but it's also what's his name?
Corey Feldman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he thinks he's Michael Jackson. So
yeah.
Apparently, he's a good guitar player. I hear. There's videos of him shredding, like playing guitar on stage in his band.
Have you ever listened to that guitar solo?
Yeah, it's a lot of noise, but it's more than I can do.
Really?
I don't. I can't solo stuff. I can strum all night long.
Neither can he.
Yeah. Yeah, people pay to see him though.
I wonder, has anyone other? I thought some of the other original cast members, like
Sean Astin, posted something on his Instagram saying
right?
It's our time now. But the girl who was also in The Boys and played Andy's friend, she also came out and said she it's fake. No one's reached out to either any of the cast members or Spielberg. I don't know. We'll see. You know, it's a world where you can make up anything and it'll catch fire.
That ran for a couple days. That's wild.
It was all over the news.
Huh.
Yeah. Speaking of remakes and sequels, Seth MacFarlane wants to reboot The Burbs and put it to Peacock.
Who was in the original Burbs?
That's with Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, okay.
Yeah, it's where the neighbors do like a community watch, right? And they're mad at the one neighbor who's lowering the property value and all that stuff. Like the Weird family moves in. Isn't that one?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought it was the house. They bought like a house that was like everything.
That's the Money Pit. That's the Money Pit.
Okay.
Another good movie.
Yeah.
Right, that's the one with the old guy is all in the camo. Yeah. It's They have it's the wild neighbor. Yeah. I haven't
just another reboot.
Years.
I'm just tired of the reboots.
Tired of the reboots. Tired of the sequels and prequels, and come out with something original.
Is there a big call for the Burbs to be redone?
No.
Like that's what I don't understand.
I think they're trying to think of movies that people forgot about, and then like, okay, we'll remake this. It'll be new to somebody.
Yeah, but just do something new.
Yeah, I know.
Because there's somebody out there that The Burbs is their favorite movie. It's somebody's out there, and that person is going to go on the internet and shit all over the new thing, no matter what it is, right? Because it's not our favorite movie. That's somebody's favorite comedy. It just is.
Corey
I don't know what
Feldman's
you're
in that
doing.
movie, too.
Oh,
That's another Corey Feldman movie.
Yes, it is.
That's how I kind of felt about the Goonies. Just leave it alone. I don't need you to redo it or try to milk something more from a franchise. Just leave it be.
I'm kind of getting to that point where I'm just like, let them be.
Yeah.
Like, because nothing's really like what has been rebooted, retold, sequelized, prequelized in the last 10 years that you would say is better or worth doing. Anything.
Top Gun
anything.
Maverick. Top Gun Maverick was really good.
Was
it better?
I if you want me to go sit in on that podcast and rip that movie apart, I will. They did a Star Wars.
They did a Star Wars.
It is it's a Star Wars. It's
That's okay.
It's a New Hope.
It was fun. I liked
There's
it.
a trench run. There's a wise guy mentoring the young person. It's Star Wars. He even does it via the Force at the end.
Yeah.
It's a Star Wars. Right? He does do it, right? No, Steve, does he not? He turns off all his computers. He does it via the Force.
He does.
Yeah.
He tells Bob to turn off the system.
Yeah.
There. Yeah.
It's Star Wars. I couldn't believe when I sat there. I was like,
yeah.
holy shit, they just did Star Wars.
And I like Star Wars. So there's that.
But somehow he's part Luke Skywalker and Ben Kenobi. Like, I don't know. But it's, again, so, all right. So, fine. I enjoyed Maverick. Right? When I turned my brain back on and thought about it was the problem. But besides that,
Beetlejuice was okay.
Okay. And you don't have some great love for the original.
I don't. However,
yeah.
I'm saying these two movies, and these are two movies out of what, 200?
And how many shows?
Yeah.
Hundreds.
Count. Yes.
Right. All the Star Wars stuff stinks. All the Star Trek stuff stinks. The Lord of the Rings is Doctor Who. Yeah, I just don't get it.
That's all bad.
All the Marvel stuff's terrible. Terrible.
Yeah. I stopped reviewing the Lord of the Rings after episode 4.
He gave up.
I think I got 7.
I think he was the only one.
You're gonna get a personal email from them saying, "Hey, what happened? You were one of the last ones."
Yeah,
we were really counting on you.
I'm still watching it. I'm still watching it. I watched episode 5. I just didn't do a review on it. I don't know. I just want to see what happens. I want to see what they do. I got nothing else to watch. Yeah,
we got Mike Hers in the chat. What's up, Hers?
Oh, we got a comment here. The 4 Horsemen. That's right. We're back, baby. Getting it done. Who's the what's this? Who's the Mets wanker? That's what he wants to know.
Hey, watch it, bub.
We're gonna talk about the Mets. Don't you worry. We got more Mets stuff. We got more Mets stuff coming.
Should I just segue into the Mets?
I was giving you a segue there for multiple things. I feel like I was waiting. Well, our timing's a little off.
Look, I got my training wheels on.
I figured I'd end with all the Marvel stuff sucks. Take it away, Joe.
Yeah. Steve jumped the gun. What do you want me to do?
I didn't judge. It's Mike Hers' fault. You do whatever you need. You want to do Venom. Go ahead, go for it.
All right, we'll do Venom. Venom. Yeah. Venom had a new trailer that came out. It's the last movie for Venom.
Trilogy. Yeah.
Called The
I didn't
Last
see the second
Stand.
one.
Neither did I.
Have you seen the second one?
You're not missing anything.
Yeah.
It's not good.
We talked about this on the popcorn bucket, and essentially it's like the person who made the symbiotes is sending aliens to get the symbiotes from Earth. That's the whole thing. And the symbiotes that are coming down to Earth look like xenomorphs.
But Steve, they're using what's his name? Null from Absolute Carnage.
I don't know the story.
He's like the king of the symbiotes.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, we read those books.
Right. Yeah.
The guy with the white hair.
Yeah. Everybody's making a big deal because they're throwing him into it. But to me, in typical Marvel fashion, they're gonna burn a really good character for a nonsense movie.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to win. He's not going to do anything, grandiose. You're not going to build the storyline around him.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like it's a wasted villain and character.
I think that's kind of the problem with Marvel in general, right? They're always going to win there's never any stakes in anything, and they just kind of waste good villain after good villain after good villain. Like they really have wasted a lot of villains that would be huge threats in a comic book run, right? You could have a run for long run dealing with this villain, and they just 1-2 hour movie that is passable at best.
Right.
I don't even really love the first Venom. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right.
It tried to do what Deadpool did, but it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
To me, it's not really Venom. Venom has the big white spider on his chest, and he's fighting and wanting to kill Spider-Man, and you don't have that. So it's bootleg Venom. That's what it is to me. That's why I barely watched the first one. I think I tapped out after like 40 minutes, and no interest in seeing the second one, and definitely have no interest in seeing the third. I saw the trailer. There's like a giant Venom horse at some point.
Yeah, he venomized in the comics. He would venomize everything. There was a whole run of Venomize, and he would venomize all the different heroes, and he would venomize X-23, and he would venomize the Hulk. And Captain America, and so he's just venomizing a horse. But I mean, it's stayed true to itself, though. I mean, it's been the same kind of movie for 3 movies. I think Mike used to talk about this all the time, but with Batman. Remember when Mike used to say, DC is constantly doing Batman shows that have no Batman in them, and he would hate that. And that's what Sony's doing with Spider-Man. They're doing Spider-Man movies without Spider-Man, and it just guess what? They're not interesting unless they're fighting Spider-Man. Kraven the Hunter's coming out. That's gonna suck because there's no Spider-Man in it. Madam Web came out.
Why do they keep thinking you can and this is kind of pervasive in all pop culture. You're going to take what everyone knows is a villain and try to make you watch a movie where they're the good guy or just misunderstood or an anti-hero. Like, if you just tell me a story where I'm seeing him fight Spider-Man from his point of view, I'm fine with that, right? That every time Spider-Man just pops in and kicks his ass at the end of the movie, right? That's fine. Where he's plotting and whatever. I'm supposed to like Kraven because
they're making
Rhino?
all these Spider-Man villains like wicked. They're trying to make you feel bad for like the wicked, like the play Wicked. They make you feel bad for the Wicked Witch of the West, right?
Yeah, and I guess that kind of worked, and I guess it kind of worked with Maleficent, right, back in the day. So everyone just does it now, but
they did that with the new Star Wars show with the Acolyte. They wanted you to feel bad for the Sith, and they wanted to demonize the Jedi.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. It's all this sympathy or empathy for the bad guy.
Relativistic morality is in everything now. Your morality doesn't exist. It's only what situation you're in, and it's a crappy message to put through to a society. It's not good.
Mike Hurst says the last superhero movie he watched was Batman with the Twilight movie guy. I really like Robert Pattinson. I actually like him as Batman.
When does part 2 come out?
They haven't even started shooting it yet, I don't think.
The Penguin comes out soon on
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Oh, really?
That's going to be good on HBO.
He said he won't do it again.
Who?
Colin Farrell said he will not do another episode. Said the makeup's too hard.
Wow.
He said it's like torture. Yeah.
He looks like a totally different person. It's amazing that that's him. Such a transformation.
I saw a thing that said that they're still doing that as a trilogy. I just don't know when maybe they'll shoot 2 and 3 closer together.
I heard that they were just starting to do get in the writing room or get into I think they might be talking out the script kind of thing now. So I guess the next step would be to shoot it, I guess, but maybe 2 years, maybe, probably.
Again, I thought it was okay. Who has been a bad Batman? There isn't. They're all kind of okay as Batman. The problem is the world around them isn't very good. The stories aren't great.
I got to be honest. I've never seen Clooney, or I've never seen Clooney or Kilmer.
Kilmer is great as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
he's probably the best Bruce Wayne because he looks like Bruce Wayne. He's handsome. He's charming, especially back then. He was very good Bruce Wayne. But there's none of them that are bad as Batman.
No,
I don't know.
But I dig this
I'm
Robert
kinda-
Pattinson version.
I'm kind of done with that too. Like it's my favorite pop social media, pop culture thing ever. And I'm just like, whatever. Like, whatever.
Are you grimacing, Mike?
Speaking of grimacing,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
you'll get there.
So, have you guys been following what's been going on with Grimace and the Mets? Mike, I'm sure you have, and Seb, I know you have.
Yeah.
But, like, what do you want to say, Seb? Like, maybe, like, halfway through the season, the Mets were absolutely terrible?
They started the season terrible.
Right.
And I think it was in the middle of when's Pride? June? In the middle of June, during Pride Month. I'm walking home from work and I look at my phone and I see Grimace throwing out the first pitch. And then I send a text to my friends. I'm like, I know it's Pride Month and all, but why is there a giant butt plug throwing out the first pitch?
Let me write that in the notes. Hashtag that 2 T's.
Oh, you're terrible.
But since that day, the Mets went on like a freaking like 10-game winning streak, and since that day it turned the whole season around.
They have the best record in baseball since I think All-Star break.
Do you want me to share the video you sent me, Sevi?
Yeah, and like people are showing up to the stadium dressed as Grimace, like and yeah, I took a video a few weeks ago when I was at the stadium. I'm walking into the stadium and I see this.
It just automatically goes on. I don't know why. There's nothing I can do about that. Sorry.
What do you mean?
But
just play it. Just play it.
When I hit the video, like it went over Sebi's voice. I apologize.
Oh, that's fine. Just go ahead.
But here, this is the video. For those of you listening on the podcast, there is a person in a giant Go Grimace in a blow. You know the blow up. You know the T-Rex suits that people buy for Halloween that has the little fan in it that inflates it. Well, just picture that as a Grimace, and that's what this video is of. And he's dancing outside of Citi Field. You know, Matt, my co-host for the Popcorn Bucket, he works for Citi Field.
He's like
he's one of the parking lot managers.
Oh,
he's there.
I wish I knew every night. I could have got free parking the whole season. Damn! Thanks for the info.
Oh, we got comments right after your butt plug comment. We got comments here.
I jumped out for a second. You see Mike's comment. He says, "When's Pride, Seb? Nice knowing you guys."
Oh, we got 6 listeners. Let's see. I agree.
Oh my God.
I agree with that, Mike. I don't really care that much. Oh, that was about Batman, but here's Mike. When is Pride? Well, nice knowing you guys. Thanks, Mike. Well, Seb.
I didn't say anything wrong. What did I say wrong? God,
nothing. You said nothing wrong.
No, ignorance is your crime.
Oh yeah,
you're good. You should see this movie I saw. It's called "Am I Racist?"
We know that answer, Steve.
But there's Grimace. There he is, just dancing up a storm. Look at him go, man.
Yeah. Is that the Mets? Like, is that someone they have there? Or is that just fans showing up dressed as
fans are showing up dressed as Grimace? It's been happening all season.
Queens
it's
NYC.
Always been hard to be a Mets fan. Why we make it harder on ourselves? I'm really not sure.
I think it's hilarious.
I love it.
People, we were so bad in the beginning of the season, and as soon as that day, like it just flipped a switch, and they just started winning, and it's been a really fun season to go to the games.
We lost.
It's so weird.
Yeah. So
here's the actual seat. It's a purple seat amongst all the other seats in Citi Field. And look at the picture of old Grimace there. Is that where he threw out the first pitch, Seb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. He has the glove on the wrong hand. I don't know if anybody noticed this. The glove is on the wrong hand. The first thing I noticed as a baseball coach, because I coach baseball and softball, he's got someone could have told Grimace, listen, put the glove on the right hand.
Well, I think they made it for the other hand, but he doesn't throw with that hand. It's hard enough. You tried
To
throwing
Seb's point.
a ball from the mound in a
Your
grimace.
biggest problem with a food franchise anthropomorphic butt plug throwing out the first pitch is that his gloves on the wrong hand. That's where
Yeah.
you started with the problems.
It's the grimace seat.
It's
Because when you're
So-
sitting it, you sit on a purple butt plug and you grimace. That's why it's called the grimace seat.
It's on the Coca-Cola corner.
Okay. Do you have to pay extra for it, or?
Well, here's the thing. So, like yesterday, I went to the game and I was looking on TickPick to find some tickets, and all
On
the
what?
seats.
Oh,
TickPick. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Yeah.
And
you got me going in that direction.
yeah.
But go ahead.
And all the tickets in that area were like selling for, I think they like $100, $75. I'm like, there's no way people are selling those tickets for more expensive now because there's a grimace seat there, and it was just bizarre. I got seats by first base for $20, and like the seats up there were $125. It was insane. So I don't know what's that's about.
It's marketing, Seb. Marketing at its best. People
Yeah.
will pay for shit if you tell them it's important.
Yeah, they made a news story by installing one purple seat.
Yeah.
Like when I first saw that, I'm like, oh, they must have done like every other seat in the stadium, right? Like for it to make a news story, and it was one seat. I was like, Jesus.
Nah, I think it's fun. It's cool.
I think it's great.
No, yeah,
How long
it's a
does
good
it?
idea.
How long does it last?
I think it's there forever.
Forever.
Or
In
until the Mets start
perpetuity.
losing and someone rips it out.
Right.
Oh, grimace.
What's the over under on how long that stays there till someone breaks it?
Or someone tries to take it.
No.
Yeah.
It's like in the middle of a row.
It is.
I think it's section 103 on the Coca-Cola corner.
I give it a year and a half.
It is section 302, row 6,
Yeah.
seat 12.
There you go.
There you go. Like, 'cause they put it up so people could try to buy it.
It's going to be sold out for the rest of the year. That's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Which sucks, but
I can't wait.
Oh, well.
I'm going to wait for the hamburger seat myself.
That's in the toilet.
Fair enough.
They should use one of those Ronald McDonald benches. You know, the ones where he's sitting there on the bench with you? They should do one of those.
That's what they should have done.
They should have done that.
Put that in the visiting dugout.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or the bullpen.
Out in the
bullpen on the
that's
visiting
it.
bullpen.
Put a catcher's mask on him. Yeah, that'll be good.
Very good.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think Shake Shack would be too happy with that.
Yeah.
Shake Shack, no.
Is that all the news?
Oh, you
No.
wish.
I forgot we're doing a 6-hour show tonight.
No,
Have
2
you
hours.
seen-
and
have
now
you seen the
punching out
script?
too.
I know. I saw the script.
I just put so many words to fill up the space.
That's all right. You did great. I love the motivation and enthusiasm. Joe's favorite girl is back in the news.
I had to bring it up. It's our number one fan. Allison
Yeah.
Brie was cast as Evelyn in the Masters of the Universe movie
are we
that keeps popping in and out of existence.
We're gonna get
I
the
don't think
return of the
this-
Skeletor voice.
I don't think this movie's ever going to come to fruition, but
No.
Forgot about him.
You remember him?
Yeah.
I can't wait for Tom Holland to come back.
Oh yeah, I gotta remember how to do his.
Twip.
It's yeah.
I have zero
Yeah.
desire to see a He-Man movie. Zero.
It's one of my favorite franchises, but you just can't get it right. So just leave it alone.
No, the Netflix cartoon was
Oh, that was bad. I tapped out right away. Joe, I don't know how you did it. You liked it.
I liked
right?
it. I liked it a lot. It was really good.
Nope.
Paid a lot of fan service.
Joe
How a
came
show-
to visit.
how a show that was about Skeletor and He-Man fighting became two girls having a cat fight and then making up at the end. I don't really understand.
Oh,
What fans
Joe-
were they servicing? Not one. I had all the toys.
Yeah, like again, you're gonna do He-Man versus Skeletor for what? One episode and then you're done?
They did it for like 20 years when I was a kid. I
And it
bought all the
wasn't-
toys.
And it wasn't good.
It's abysmal. That's like they take these terrible products that were meant to sell toys and like we're gonna make Shakespeare out of them. No, you're not.
Right.
I just don't just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. You know what I really like about He-Man? I love the Skeletor memes. Those are my favorite.
Until we meet again. Well, that's what you need to say right now. Just
they pop up every now and then. They're great.
There's me and Joe stumbled upon this Instagram guy that does Arnold Schwarzenegger's voice for everything. Have you seen this guy?
Yes.
And he
Love him.
sang the He-Man theme song. He-Man. And
he hums the melody too.
he does. He's great. And the whole weekend that me and Joe were hanging out, we went to Target, and Joe wanted to buy some toys at Target. And we went down the He-Man aisle, and that's all we were doing for the rest of the weekend. I was going, He-Man, He-Man.
So good. So stupid. I love
So
it.
stupid. We got another comment here. Yeah, guess who? Mike Hers. Speaking of Shake Shack, I went there for a burger, and they asked for tips for taking orders now. The world has gone mad. Yeah, well,
Everything.
Guido loves
They ask
tipping.
tips for
Guido loves to
everything.
tip. Yeah.
I like tipping. I made money tipping for many, many years and existed in that industry. But the stuff they ask for tips now is insane. Insane. And I feel bad not doing it.
I look them right in the eye and I hit no tip.
They hold it and look at you.
I look right back at them, no tip.
Yeah, we went out a couple nights ago, and like the lady comes over, swipes your credit card on the machine, then holds it instead of handing it to you to do the tip. She like holds it, and I'm like, this is like, I'm always going to tip well. It's just, that's such an uncomfortable position to put everyone in.
Yeah,
I don't understand what I would imagine it leads to you getting better tips, because I can't imagine most people like 15%. Most people are doing 20 or 22 because that's what the options are.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I agree with Mike.
He also says, I can't do that. I've always end up tipping like some flipping simp. Yeah, no, I can easily do it. Every job I've never worked at a job where I got tips. So I'm fine with not giving them. Whatever. But all right. Well, at least Evelyn will be hot. Because
if they ever make the movie,
yeah.
Who's going to be He-Man?
He-Man. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Arnold.
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
They're gonna bring back Dolph Lundgren again.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Every time we say He-Man, I'm going to do that voice. Just letting you know. It's going to be our, to be fair, it's going to be that. But with He-Man. Heard. What else you got, Joe?
So we have on the news docket, Beyonce was snubbed by the CMAs.
She wasn't snubbed. That album sucked.
It's
It's
so
not
bad.
country. It's not
It's
country, and she didn't get snubbed. It's terrible.
It's really not a good album.
It's not.
Like when it first came out, I listened to it with my girls. We went we were driving somewhere and we listened to it, and it's really bad.
I haven't.
She, as a big person who lives in the South and listens to country music almost, exclusively, it would have been such a horrible thing for all of the people that are in country music, constantly making music and touring around the world, and then her to get all the accolades for one album just because she thinks she can be a country star. It would have been very wrong to give her.
I thought
anything.
Doing covers of Blackbird and Jolene and rewriting them and like changing the meaning of the songs was, I was like, this is ridiculous. Like Jolene is about her like kicking Jolene's ass.
Yeah.
If she steals her man. And I'm like, that's not the intent of the original song at all.
Yeah, she's begging Jolene to not take her man.
Yeah, you're begging
Please,
a woman not to.
You're so pretty. You can have anybody. Yeah. Please don't take mine.
I thought it was such a bad album. Listen, the two songs that were singles are catchy. I don't think they're good.
Did Shabuzi get nominated?
Shabuzi. Does he sing the bar song?
Yeah.
Or is that somebody different? He got
That's him.
nominated, yeah.
Oh, that's a
He got
good song.
nominated. That song sucks. It's not country. It ain't country. New
It's
country
catchy.
stinks. It
I
stinks and I
spent
don't like it.
time getting all the pictures to put up, but Steve said I did
Yes.
it wrong, so we can't put them up.
No,
the
I did.
nominees.
I did something for you. I did something to supplant that. So I got it for you here.
There you go.
I got you. Not, we might be losing our listener because you know, who listens to country besides me and Mike. But these are your
Everybody.
entertainers.
It's the biggest type of music at the moment. That's why she did it.
I think hers listens to country.
Oh, okay. Well, as I'm looking at it, I have to be on the screen with this. So if you here's a comment. Let's see what Mike says. Not even close to being country, he says.
See?
Not even close.
He said he loves country.
He loves country.
He does.
Yeah.
So these are the nominees for Entertainer of the Year. Now I've seen all of these people in concert in the past 2 years.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Jelly Roll, I haven't seen Jelly Roll as the act. I've seen him come on stage at other people's concerts. He gets around like nobody's business. Every concert I go to, Jelly Roll comes out and sings a song. It's crazy.
Wow.
But I've been to a Luke Combs concert. I've been to Chris Stapleton, and I've been to Lainey Wilson and Morgan Wallen.
He's wrestling too this summer. Jelly Roll.
What?
He was like in WWE or
really?
AEW. Yeah.
If you were Jelly Roll, you wouldn't try to take advantage of this?
Oh, no, of course.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to have all these different podcasters on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put my face on every podcast I can.
Yeah. Like the guy was in prison, and now he's one of the biggest singing stars in the whole world.
Yeah. Out of these nominees, though, I would give it to Chris Stapleton or Luke Combs.
Yeah, they're both very good. Lainey Wilson's very good too, though.
She's one of my favorites, and she is Alana's favorite. My daughter loves Lainey Wilson. I took her to a concert. I took her to a Lainey Wilson concert. She loved her. Here are the albums of the year. Casey Musgraves, nah. That Leather album by Cody Johnson is really, really good. Really good. I would
the
get.
Jelly Roll album's really good. The Chris Stapleton album's very good.
I don't find him as country though. I find him more as like gospel. Jelly Roll.
Yeah, I can't argue that.
But no, I don't dislike him by any means. I like his music, but I don't find him to be country. But
he was a hip hop artist before. Yeah.
Yeah.
He just found his way into this.
He's not very far from. He grew up outside of Nashville, about 20 minutes outside of Nashville. But my pick out of here would be the Leather album by Cody Johnson. Very, very good album. Female vocalist of the year.
Just where I think she thought she'd end up.
Yeah. Who, Beyonce?
Yeah.
I give that to Lainey Wilson all day.
I think
all day.
Casey Musgrove has an insanely good voice.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But Lainey Wilson's she's
way more country. Yeah.
She's Dolly Parton. She's the new Dolly Parton.
Yes.
You know, she's trying to take up that role, which I think she does a good job.
Casey Musgrove song is Elvis's. The cover she does of which one? From the Elvis movie.
I haven't seen it.
Only Fools Fall in Love.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think that's my brother's wedding song. I saw Megan Maroney open up for somebody. She opened up for can't remember. Cannot remember.
But yeah, I think that's where she thought she'd fall, and I don't know who she'd bump off that list.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I just think it like that. Like saying she was country and trying to come into the country music. I get why she's doing it because it's like no one's selling out tours except country music artists. It's weird how it's kind of become like they're all still selling out stadiums.
I'm on the lookout every week for tickets, man. All the time. I just saw Dirk Bentley last week. One of the best concerts I've ever been to in my life. Great concert. Really, really good. But yeah, I don't think she got snubbed. I think that's.
No, I don't think she did either.
Another singer in the news.
Kendrick Lamar was announced as the Super Bowl halftime show.
I don't know who he is or what he sings.
Yeah,
same.
I have no clue. It's like the same as The Weeknd. I had no idea who
I know his name. I can't name you one song.
Seb, you're supposed to be the cool one of us.
No. No, I can't. I can't with
someone watching live, someone in the chat, tell us Kendrick Lamar's most famous song that we might know, and I'll pull it up on YouTube. But we got
I don't know any of his his stuff. I just like
I know I think he's beefing with Drake.
Another guy I don't care about.
Yeah, I know.
The Super Bowl halftime act used to have giant stars.
Tom Petty. Remember Tom Petty? Yeah. Aerosmith.
Prince. Michael
Paul
Jackson.
McCartney. Prince.
Yeah.
Even Justin Timberlake. I even like Justin Timberlake.
Bruno Mars. Was Bruno Mars last year?
Bruno Mars was 2 years ago, I think. But he was definitely recently, sure.
Usher was last year. Usher,
yeah. Rihanna. Wasn't Rihanna recently?
I'm also trying to understand why do they put hip-hop music in football games?
That's what all the kids listen to.
Yeah?
That's what all the kids are listening to. For sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm in the deep South, and you would think that you would hear a lot of country music at like Friday Night Light football games. All you hear is hip hop and rap, like in between plays and stuff.
Dude, that has become such a part of where I live now, and I don't live in the deep South at all. Like Friday Night Lights is such a fun thing up here.
Yeah.
Like this our last football game, they did a USA out, and the entire crowd's draped in American flags, red, white, and blue Eagles masks. Because our team up here is ridiculous. They won 2 state championships in a row. They're very good. Wow. And they haven't lost a game yet. And like it's just so much fun. And you don't have that community thing in the city at all. Like I didn't at first. I'm like, this is great. Then I went because my kid's like, you should come. Like this should and it's a red out tomorrow. And then like they're gonna do a Jimmy Buffett out one night. Like it's so much
Hawaiian
fun.
Shirts.
Yeah.
Like, dude, down here, like if you don't go to the games, you're frowned upon.
Yeah.
Like if you don't go to the games. Like my daughter and son beg me. Like, Daddy, please let us go. Please take us to the game. Please take us to the game. Because all the friends all the kids are just doing their thing.
Yeah. The kids aren't watching the game. Like they're all off tossing footballs or playing or getting in trouble. Yeah. It's such a cool community event. I didn't think I'd like it at all. It's so much fun.
And my football team in high school was really, really good. And I didn't go to one football game in 4 years. And we won the state championship once, or the city championship once. And I never went. Not a single snap did I see of high school football when I was there.
Yeah, that was sad. I think we should wrap the news up. I'll just do one last story, Joe. I'm going to jump in. And this is a completely me thing. And one of the biggest video games released in the last month is Space Marine, which is a Warhammer video game. It's been out for 10 days. They have 2 million live players online playing. It's not being covered at all.
Why is that?
That's the question. I don't know why.
Is it patriotic?
They say because it's one white male character just kicking ass the entire time.
Is he cis?
Oh, he's a space marine. He's very
Yeah, that's problematic, Mike.
I don't understand it. And
you should see this movie. Am I racist?
Is it on PC or is it on
PC, Xbox, and PlayStation? And they're all cross compatible. It's sold great. It's getting ridiculous reviews from the fans. But then I saw some of the gaming magazines are 6 out of 10, and I'm like, they sold every copy they had the first week. It's crazy. The reason I brought it up was Amazon is in the process of striking a deal with Games Workshop, which is one of the things I love from my childhood. It is a completely nerdy fandom that no one has touched, right? And Amazon's like, we want to do a show, and they're bringing in Henry Cavill as the consultant producer. Is that a good or a bad thing for the franchise I love? I love the Warhammer universe. I think it's the best sci-fi universe that exists, hands down.
He's a big nerd. He played Warhammer, and I think that's a good thing for that.
How did The Witcher go?
He didn't have any input into that.
He had no say in that.
Yeah, and that's
he left that show because of how they were taking it, and
because and this is really nerdy stuff, but Space Marines and a lot of the characters are genetically modified super soldiers. They're all men, right? They've always been men. It was a male-dominated hobby, and one of the factions that were exclusively men, they slipped a woman into just recently. We've always had female custodies, and everyone's like, no, you didn't, and no, we always have. And I was like, oh no. oh no, this is how it starts. Like this is the first crack
Mhm.
because like there's a series of novels that is 60 novels in the Warhammer universe telling its like backstory. I read all of them. Like that's how much I like this world.
Wow.
And I'm like, God, if it gets out into the general public, they're gonna ruin it, right? Like they're gonna ruin it. There's
Mhm.
no
Yeah,
chance they don't.
Of course.
Ugh. So sad.
Oh, it was fun while it lasted, Mikey.
I guess. Like as a child, if you told me they're gonna make a TV show about the Games Workshop world, I would have like, that's gonna be amazing. And now I'm like, please don't touch it. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it with your money grubbing hands. Like,
Well, that's how they're coming out with another Top Gun, and I'm like, please, you hit a home run with the second one. Like you're not going to.
is
do it
Tommy Boy
again.
coming back?
Tommy Boy's coming back with Rooster, the guy who played Rooster.
Huh.
Is this one going to be Revenge of the?
Yes, it's the Empire Strikes
This
Back.
is Phantom Menace. It's gonna be prequel.
The two towers.
This time
Yeah.
they're gonna do a Two Towers.
Yeah,
It's going to be the Fellowship of the Rings. Bravo.
Mike, you have a question here from Mike.
Yes.
Do you like the subscription-based online games like Fortnite full of microtransactions? I hate the damn things.
No, and that was so the Space Marine game has no microtransactions.
Oh,
And that's like one of the big selling points. It is a game where
Yeah.
you can just play. You can play with your friends online. It's basically like Doom, like a first-person old-school shooter where there's just countless enemies. You're a big indestructible Space Marine. You're just hacking things to bits.
that's
For-
my
what are
kind of
the-
game.
What
Yeah.
are the graphics like? Is it kind of like Gears of
Amazing.
War graphics? Was it kinda
I put the trailer in the notes. Like
Okay.
it's the graphics are amazing. I'm actually debating whether I can buy it because I don't know if I have anything that'll run it.
Mm.
I have a PS5. Will it run on PS5 or is
Yes.
it just PC? Oh, okay.
No, PS5, the new Xbox. I don't have the newest Xbox. Yeah, so
Oh,
but I was
maybe
just
I'll get
I
that.
was just it's getting like all the people who play it give it amazing reviews.
The gaming
just
world's
sad.
going through a rough patch now, man, because the DEI is coming to get the gaming world. You know, just
Yeah.
like it got the movies and just like it got the TV shows.
It got
It's
comic
coming.
books before it got any of those.
I think comic books kind of started the whole
Went first.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
comic
they
books
went first.
Yeah.
With a Safe Space. You know, Safe Space was an actual character that they made.
Mhm.
It was.
Yep.
It was Safe Space. He put force fields around himself. I swear to God, I'm not making this up. Swear to God. Anyway,